But there's one big challenge. On a 60-second video, you can't really monetize it like they're used to. And YouTube monetizes extremely well for its users.
Tristan, was an exciting update that was introduced by YouTube last week. And by last week, I mean at the time of this recording. And that update was about increasing the length of shorts to 3 minutes. And if you're not a YouTube creator, you may not understand how big of a deal this is. So we're going to explain it and talk about how you can utilize this to, really help boost potentially your YouTube channel. So, Tristan, why is this a big deal?
Well, I think you have to take a look at what YouTube's been doing over the last few years to try to fight off TikTok, right? And they've done the shorts, and they're like, wow, that worked really well to help our clients jump back in and show their content. But there's one big challenge. On a 60-second video, you can't really monetize it like they're used to. And YouTube monetizes extremely well for its users that create content. And so they're like, there's a big opportunity from what we're watching again, TikTok do, and that's the 3-minute video. We already have the long video, which is, I think, for the most part, about 5 minutes or more. That's about a longer video. So meeting it around 3 minutes allows now users that are posting to TikTok, which is like the limit for most, right? 3-minute videos now to upload them to YouTube. And here's a secret: to watch what happens when YouTube monetizes that video and you see the difference. And what drives social outlets to massively grow? It's content users, the ones that create content. And if they're seeing that they're getting paid more, dude, I'd shift instantly, right?
Yeah.
And that's the whole reasoning behind this. And I'm excited because I shoot a lot of 90-second videos, but I can't do anything with them on YouTube. And it pisses me off every time. I'm like, oh, there's another one I can't post up there. That's the reasoning. And that's why I'm excited. But you and I have been a big proponent of short videos. While I know there's been some hate on short videos, but like, that doesn't work. Listen, it's going to destroy your algorithm. This just proves that we were right, even though we weren't playing a right and wrong game. But we were right, Jeff. We were right on. And that's why I want to see what you're excited about this. And then I want to showcase what you've done. What do you think overall?
Well, I mean, so the way when I first saw it, actually, when my team sent it to me, I was like immediately excited because there's that middle length video that has kind of just gone into a wasteland. And so for creators like me, especially on TikTok, I monetize on TikTok. I'm not getting rich, but I'll have months where I'll make several $100, $500, $600, $700. But you only monetize on videos over a minute. And so oftentimes, if you actually go through my TikTok now, you'll see that 1 in 3, maybe 2 out of 3 videos are over a minute. So those videos that were traditionally, a year or two ago, I was trying to get videos under a minute. Then monetization happened, and now it's like that 45, 50, 55-second video. I'm finding areas in these videos to slow them down or repeat them to get them over a minute. Now it's actually very easy. I'm easily creating longer videos. It's really amazing, kind of the evolution where we went from 15-second, 7, 15, 30, 45, 60-second videos. And now it's like diehard creators like myself, I have no problem creating long form. And I even shared that real estate video last week. It's got 20 something thousand views. It's 4 minutes long. Like, I even thought to myself, I'm like, that's too long.
That's great storytelling, though.
Yeah, but yeah, and it validates, like, these platforms I think are really pushing it. So for me, I've got a crap ton of videos that fall between 1 and 3 minutes. And now all of a sudden, and we just earned YouTube monetization at the very end of August. So, and I thought, honestly, Tristan, I thought this is going to be pennies. I'm not a big creator. I mean, I've got 9,000 I'm approaching 10,000 subs, and I thought I'm a peon in this world, right? It's going to be pennies, and you can speak to this better than I can. And I went into my analytics on Friday or Saturday when I was texting you, and I was like, holy shit, like a viral short actually pays all right. Now, a viral long is going to pay like 10x. But still, I'm like, I've got, in a little over a month, I've got current revenue of over $900 that I've created. This could turn into a nice little side game, and it's doing what I'm already doing. Like it's really exciting. And I think the opportunity now that they've opened it up to the 3 minutes, dude, I'm excited to see what that equates to. And that happens October 15th. So if you're listening to this before October 15th, that hasn't happened yet. It goes into play on October 15th.
I think this part though is where we're balancing things as business owners. We still have the opportunity to make money on YouTube. And if we're consistent now with a little bit longer videos, and the 3 minute videos, I think are going to be the key to this. That could be pretty massive, man. I think we're going to start seeing people go from making, maybe, let's say you were going to make about 1,000 a month. That could easily now turn into 5,000 plus just by doing what you're normally doing
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
And
Because
that serious money, man.
Yeah. And understanding what that means to those listening is that the longer the video, the more ads they can insert. That's the problem with short form. You can only insert limited ads. And as a creator, you get paid based upon how long the ad runs inside of your video. YouTube's making money by charging let's just say Tristan was running a real estate ad and he was targeting real estate agents or he was selling something, he was targeting people in the Lake of the Ozarks. The YouTube is going to run those ads on people like my channels, right? And
Mhm.
so I get paid on that. And so yeah, it's now that you got to believe, Tristan, you're probably going to see 2 3x. 2 3x probably the monetization that you were seeing. And again, I'm brand new to this, but boy, was I pumped, man. I was excited on this weekend. I was like, holy crap, that's better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm excited on it too, man. I think from running longer videos mostly on YouTube, for every, I think this is for, at least for me, for every 10,000 views I get about $300. So that's pretty good,
Mhm.
right? But imagine now, because attention span is a lot less, right? And you're like, oh, that doesn't look that good. Let's swipe to the next one. The 3 minute videos, now all of a sudden, because all my videos are about 10, 11 minutes long, and most people watch about 6 minutes of it. If they're watching now 3 minutes of my video, but they're only watching about, let's say about 75%, right? I I make videos like you. I make those videos daily. I don't have to wait to make my videos every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is so much easier.
Yeah.
The consistency and the revenue we can make on this as agents, as business owners, much, much better. So
Yeah. I think, yeah, realistically. And I think that's a good context to give this because, and let me digress for a second and just remind. So when Tristan said, when he was talking in the beginning about how there have been some, influencers or experts that say don't do shorts. And Tristan and I have been, we've been surveying the land. And then we have our good friend Austin Armstrong, who of course is a huge advocate for shorts. And I've talked to you about this, Tristan, offline. Like, okay, now I know that there's some very well-known YouTubers that say don't do shorts, it'll mess up your channel. Then you get Austin coming in here saying go all in on shorts. We trusted Austin on this. I don't think either one is right or wrong. I think, though, for the novice creator, and I consider myself in that camp, that shorts is the lowest hanging fruit, the easiest route to growth on YouTube. And so if you're just going to hang your hat on longs, it's going to be really hard. Whereas shorts is almost like a hack, so to speak, because
it
and I
is.
don't know about you, Tristan. I'd love to hear your strategy, but my strategy on YouTube was I was going, and I heard this. I can't remember who I heard this from. I think multiple sources, but my cadence, one short a day, one long a week. And so I said, all right, if I'm going to be able to maintain this over a period of time, which if I go on and on anything, I'm committing to at least a year. And I said, I don't want to go into this without having a batch of content already created. So I focused on my TikTok channel for the longest time because then I knew I had hundreds of short forms so that when I went over to YouTube, we could just pull things from TikTok to post as my shorts. So I easily can go, a post a day, and then I would create along a week. And I batched like 4 of them in the beginning. So I kind of got myself ahead. And then we've just been off to the races because my channel's been around since June of last year. So 15 months, let's just say.
Mhm.
And we're approaching 10,000 subs. And I say this to those of you who are listening because I do this with a cell phone camera. It's very raw. I do the raw editing and then I send it to my team to put some sizzle to it. Nothing over the top. And then we of course do our shorts. It's not, but it's the furthest thing, Tristan, from professionally created.
Mhm.
And it's performing, it's doing well, and our growth, man, dude. I sent Tristan a, just for context, I sent him a picture of my following. I think it was Saturday morning. Today's Monday.
So,
It was 9.29, so 99290 follower subs as of 2 days ago. Today it's at 9628. So I am picking up hundreds of followers over a couple of days, subs. Dude, they're coming from shorts. My
well,
long form videos do not perform well.
here's what, yeah, it's okay though, but here's what you taught the algorithm, and this is what people don't understand. You can teach the algorithm much faster if you're dropping in 60-second videos daily,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, this guy, oh, this is all he's dumping his Ozarks, right? Or lake videos.
Yeah.
And people love this. The algorithm understands it like that.
Yeah. That's
That's
key.
what's happening. And that's what people that don't understand YouTube, they miss with shorts, right? And this is why Austin blew up overnight, dude. What was it? Over the weekend? Over a weekend,
Yeah.
he gained 250,000 subscribers off of a short.
His level and my level are nowhere near each other. And the only context I'd give anybody on Austin is Austin's career and job is built around virality. And for most of you listening to this, although you can learn a shit ton from Austin, take it with a grain of salt because you could also become paralyzed because you're watching Austin have all this success. Well, his job is virality. Our job is really what you and I have done, which is just trying to build a very good localized audience.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it leads to something else. That's why,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and the funny thing is, it just to get again to go a little deeper on this, my shorts are driving now monetization and driving subs. My longs are driving conversations. And I mentioned this in a video that I did on Friday night about this update. And I said, so Tristan, and this is happening at the lake. I've told you this before. Like more and more people are recognizing me. More and more people are saying, "You're that guy. You're the video guy. You're the social guy." Every time that happens, I first of all thank them, and I say, "Where do you watch me?" Like I always ask them, and the majority, greater than 50% of the people that approach me, it's YouTube. And and they're watching the long form videos. I mean, I had a text from a guy over the weekend, saying, "Hey, we were thinking about buying a boat," and he just had some questions. I watched this video. I watched that. I'm going to share this. I'm going to do a video on this because he just texted me again yesterday. He just keeps staying in touch with me, and I'm his expert. Actually, no, he just bought a house, and he needs to buy a boat, and he wanted my advice because, of course, I was thinking to myself, I wish you would have reached out to me when you bought the house. Um, but that'll happen.
That
It's
dude, I think on YouTube, you have a really big, with the long form, you have a massive opportunity as well, because this is what YouTube, let me see if I can grab it. I hadn't told you about this. I was reading it last night. Okay.
Yep.
Um, Here on my screen, if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch it. If not, I'll read it to you. YouTube plans major revamp of their TV app after overtaking Netflix. Their streaming rivals, right? So if you look at how they're going to do it, number one, I'm showing a screen now that is very similar to how Netflix shows it. And then I'm going to scroll down and dude, look at how they do this right here. Now they're highlighting episodes, seasons.
Mhm.
So now as you start creating more content for the Ozarks, it'll start looking like a Netflix show, and you can like season 1 of the Ozarks, season 2.
Interesting.
and they're just going directly at Netflix at this point. Anyway, if you want to read the article, I'll put it into the chat. Let me stop the share. To me, that's exciting because now I have to think about creating content differently if I want
Yeah.
to go where YouTube's going. I'm like, oh, got it. I need to think seasons, maybe different themes, episodes, right? Now they have to be like last week, right? And I hadn't thought of it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's really fascinating. Just all of the thought process and all this stuff because again, I know we're talking to probably a lot of people that were you were in our shoes at one, you're in the beginning stages of this. Maybe you're just really attacking an Instagram or a TikTok, which by the way, I recommend. But as you consider graduating to the next level, I think, again, understanding that you can't rush to this. It takes time, and you really need to build up a batch of content. But really, the biggest key is really figuring out that niche. I was talking to Scott Groves over the weekend. He's like, "Yeah, I'll never monetize on YouTube," and I'm like, "I think what you got to figure out is do you have the right niche?" And
Uh,
I said your niche is probably just too diluted. And I said, Scott, look at my personal channel. Like it's too all over the place. And I just decided to vacate it. It's still there, but I don't do anything with it because if I was going to get with it, I would really need to dial in and get super dialed in on a topic. That's definitely, and I don't think that's just YouTube. That's every channel,
yes.
trying not to go off topic. And then when you graduate to this whole season mindset, because even for me, Tristan, like as soon as I saw that monetization, it got me thinking, like, all right, I can see which two videos are driving the majority of my revenue. I need to create more videos like those.
Yep.
That was my thought. Like, I got to create more of these videos.
That's
And
the first thing I looked at with yours. I saw
yep,
the boating fails and King of the Shootout.
yep,
I was like,
yep.
oh, interesting. Which is
Hmm.
great because that's you do a lot of those, which is
Yeah.
like, oh, it's perfect.
And you know what's even crazier, dude? Some of the two of my best performing shorts are just repurposed videos. I saw them on
Oh,
Instagram. I
was that?
downloaded, removed the watermark.
Hold on. Show me. I'm going to, if you're watching, I'm going to Jeff's YouTube channel.
4.1 million.
Okay.
That's not even at the Ozarks. I just repurposed it.
No way. I
Yep.
thought this was the Ozarks.
Nope. All I did was put text overlay to bring it back to the
Wow.
Ozarks.
I love that.
And then King of the Shootout is me. And then the next one, Big Rig, that's like up in Wisconsin or something. It's another one that's not even the Ozarks. I just steal the content and repurpose it. But I make it relevant to the Ozarks.
Let
And I
me
put
see.
some music to it. And yeah,
No way.
yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's good. Smart, dude. Smart. Let me stop share. All right. I like that. All right. For those of you who want to start on YouTube, I would say decide what it is that you're going to show up as. Don't confuse the algorithm. Go in all in on shorts, especially now that they're going up to 3 minutes. You have a massive opportunity again. Anytime they change anything or add something new, that's your big opportunity while everyone's trying to figure it out. Like, is this good? Is this not going to be good? Just go out and do it. Put it every day. You're going to see the 3 minute video is going to make a massive difference in your business.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We've said it from day one. YouTube is the king, and I've always just kind of like, I'm never gonna make it. And
Now you're making it to this.
yeah, and I feel like I'm just getting started. But yeah, it's really exciting, and I would love to see more of you listening to this, Brian, follow in our footsteps and go down this path and just kind of build a strategy. I think it could get exciting for a lot of you.
I like it. That's all we got.
See you, buddy.